And now, your first alert weather.
All right, here's live Viper, cold front right through Sun Valley, and drier air that is pushed up into our valley area here, making things a little wispy for us with winds and accompanying rains and snow. I think the rain's probably going to get here this afternoon, mid-afternoon, so the slush and the melting snows and all that brown snows on the side of the road, we'll melt some of that down and then we'll freeze it tonight. It's 45 degrees in Pocatello. We're headed for probably the upper 40s today, and that little bit of a breeze from the north is going to shift to the south and the west with the cold front that's coming. Winter weather advisories are in effect for western Wyoming, the eastern highlands, the hills, Albion, and you get to the winter storm warnings on the Bear River Range adjacent to Bear Lake, and winter storm warnings into the central mountain populated areas and Sun Valley, and then you get over toward Island Park too. So we're expecting some winds, accumulations of snow, and some slush as well. Winter storm watch is in effect for Cache Valley, and then we've got wind advisories for northern Utah. Currently, we're at freezing in Salmon, a little below that in Jackson of 29 coast to coast, and right there in the middle. As you get into the central Snake River Plain along the river, it's 38 in Blackfoot and 25 in Soda. The winds in Soda Springs out of the south-southwest at 27 miles an hour. Things are going to be shifting around here. I'll just go ahead and let you know it's going to be wet. So with chances of showers from the sky, rain and snow, they're above 50% for the majority of the next 5 days. And we'll have a little bit of a break, but I want to show you the Vipercast. So with the low on the pistol tip of Idaho over Bozeman, I'll put the front in. We get into 7 o'clock tonight, and the front's going to cross the line. You can see the heavier snows beginning to build back into the desert, and then we wake up tomorrow morning with some of that snow mixed with rain and slush. And again, it really does depend on what hill you live on and which one you want to occupy, because we're going to start seeing rain-snow mixes on into the Snake River Plain and Pocatello and Chubbuck as we head toward tomorrow afternoon. And therein lies that spring, we're trying to get there, but we're not quite there just yet. So with some warm air in place, we'll have to cool that down tonight to make some snow. We'll have cloud coverage on into Friday, probably some low-lying clouds and some fog. It's going to be windy as well with the front moving, 20 to 30 mile an hour wind gust, and some of that will be blowing snows, especially as we get into tomorrow morning. That's why it's so important that you start your day right here on 8. And look at this coverage into tonight. So the central mountain areas, they're going to get popped. That'll be good for the resorts over that way. And then just a dusting into maybe an inch overnight, and some of that will fizzle out with the passage of any kind of rain that's mixed in, and that warm air salvaging a portion of the I-15 corridor more into the southeastern highlands. We'll hit 42 in Afton. It'll be 38 in Montpelier, low 40s into the border counties, and 38 in Jackson, 43 in Rexburg, and then about 42 into Salmon for the afternoon. Arco will be hovering just above freezing, about 35 degrees, so you're probably going to see some snow. It'll be 45 in Blackfoot for the afternoon, and that warm air situated over Pocatello, about 48, but still below freezing tonight, and we keep a good chance of showers in here as we head into April Fool's weekend, and it will be 43 for Rexburg. So you got a 1 in 3 chance of seeing some rain mixed with snow, and then overnight, boom, snow. Do you hear me, Emma? You get this? Don't put away the big coat just yet.
I'm not listening.
Really? What's new? It'll be
Wow.
You heard that, didn't you? 42 for Salmon, rain, snow, slush, 31 tonight. It's a good night to have a boyfriend or girlfriend because it's going to be chilly cold. And wet. That's the other problem. When it gets wet like that, it's just that cold rain. It'll be down to 23 tonight in Jackson, mid-30s. So a 10-degree temperature drop with this front that zips through here. We got a couple of more waves that are going to push across and stir this. Maybe this will be the last spring snowstorm. You think? How many of them are there? I think we got 3 mixed in here on this forecast page, according to my estimates, and Michael will have more tonight. There's 28 degrees in our forecast for the evening after we push and nudge toward 43 degrees. That rain sinks in starting this afternoon for the drive at 5. Back to y'all.
Yeah, I'm catching the next flight to Hawaii.
Are you?
Aloha.
That means